With you have to really attempt to control the things that you can, and to block out the other things that you can't. For us, whether it's anything off the court, an injury, a tough loss, you want those types of things that are adversity filled to build your team, to build character in the players on your team. And for us, I think we're playing our best basketball as we enter this tournament. That doesn't mean we get a chance to stick around or we're automatically going to win because of that. But I think our team has shown a lot of resolve, and it's been through some of those obstacles that we've had to overcome. Well, the University of Arizona is one of the great programs in college basketball. It's not anything that I have done. When I showed up in Tucson 9 years ago, Lute Olson built the University of Arizona's basketball program, and he did it with decades of excellence. Players like Steve Kerr, Sean Elliott, Damon Stoudemire, Jason Terry, Luke Walton, and I'm almost embarrassed because I've named them all that didn't play for me. You start to name the players that have played during our stretch over 9 years, there's quite a few. Solomon Hill, Derek Williams, T.J. McConnell, Nick Johnson, Lowry Markkinen last year, DeAndre, who's playing with us, and I've left out 100. So it's been a foundation of great players and great teams, and it's an honor to coach. Our crowd, if you've ever been to McHale Center on a college basketball weekend, there's no more pageantry anywhere else. So to answer your question, it's an honor to coach at Arizona. No, Buffalo is a really good team. Any team you play in this tournament, is capable of beating the other team because of the great parity in college basketball. But I look at Buffalo. If you're from the MAC and you win the regular season championship, and then you follow that up with the tournament championship, you're a really, really good team. And I think they have a real confidence about them. They're a tough matchup. They score the ball as easily as any team that we've played. Oftentimes in that conference, they're guard and forward heavy, but they may not have a big guy. But Buffalo does. They have a couple, but Perkins in particular is a center that I think could play at any program in the country. So we know that it's going to be a difficult challenge. That's what we expect, and our focus is on that, just trying to play our best. I think the tournament selection committee has a difficult job. We're a 4 seed. We're in Boise, excited to be in Boise. On a personal note, the last time I was in Boise, we got to the Sweet 16 10 years ago when I was the head coach at Xavier. So when you return to a city that you won in, you tend to like it even more. So we're excited to be here. We know we'll have a lot of fans, and most importantly, it doesn't matter where you're at or what your seed is, you're going to face a very good team. And if you don't play well, your tournament will end quicker than you want it to. So our focus isn't on, again, the things that we can't control as much as it is to be as ready for Buffalo as we can be.
Considering kind of all the distractions over the last month, your team has thrived, have won 5 games in a row, another Pac-12 title. How as a coach, how good has it been to see your team kind of respond that way and still play good basketball despite all the distractions kind of surrounding the program?
I'm incredibly proud of our team, the players on our team, the families of the players on our team. Sometimes when adversity strikes, it can really rally a group of people, can bring out the best, a closeness that maybe you otherwise would have never felt. And I believe that about our team. That doesn't mean that because of that we're going to win. There's a lot of teams that are in this tournament that feel the same way. But I do think that we've played our best over the last month. Our defense has improved, and sometimes the starting point with defense is a closeness and an unselfishness. And I believe that our team has grown in both of those areas, and that's a big reason why our defense has gotten better. I'm very fortunate. Dave Hickey and Dr. Robbins, our president and our athletic director, that they have been as diligent in listening and learning and staying with me as they have been. I'm grateful. Our fans are amazing. But, the 2 groups of people that I really hone in on right now is my own family and in our team, in our program. The parents of our players are players, and those are the people that love you. Those are the people that you're the closest to. And whether it's a season that you don't want to end, or, having 3 sons that you don't ever want to see hurt, that's really what you try to focus and stay in the moment with. A lot of the other things, they're on the periphery, and everybody learns that when you go through different things. It's coach speak to some degree, but there's nobody going to put what I'm saying in that category. For you to be successful in a high-pressured environment with a lot at stake, a lot of different things going on, your emotions have to be aside. It's about what can you control, who really matters. And I think if you focus on the things that you can really control and you surround yourself with people that really matter, meaning that they love you unconditionally and that you're in charge of them, whether you be a coach, a parent, teacher, then that's going to be your best way. And that's really what I've attempted to do, and I've probably improved at doing that as well. Yes, I was here a decade ago in the NCAA tournament. We played Portland State in the first round, Wisconsin in the second. We advanced to the Sweet 16 when I was the head coach at Xavier. So we have fond memories. And yes, the thing about our fans, we were in Providence, Rhode Island a few years ago in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and you could hear the U of A chant. It doesn't matter where we go, our fans will be prevalent, but I would expect that we would have quite a few fans here. Our defense has really improved over the last 2 or 3 weeks, almost astronomically. And again, I think that's a function of the closeness of our group, the unselfishness of our team. You can sense sometimes even in our earlier practice today if your group wants to continue to play. And we have that. That doesn't mean that it's going to win out and we're going to beat Buffalo. But I do think that we have a closeness, a togetherness. We've played our best here at the end. And, offensively, you can look at that question 2 ways. The other way is we also are a really good offensive team. We have some answers on that side of the basketball. We've played very well as far back as November on offense. And recently we've really cut our turnovers down, which I hope we can do tomorrow night as well. So it's the combination for us of improved defense and continued offensive excellence that I think is our best recipe to stay in this tournament. We have balance on our team. Alonzo Trier, he's had an incredible season. He hasn't played maybe as well offensively recently, but his defense has been the best it's been all year. I mean, he shoots over 50% from the field, 40% from 3, 80% from the foul line. He averages right below 20 points per game. So that's him. You have Raleigh Alkins, who I think brings a toughness to our team that separates maybe us from some others. Parker Jackson Cartwright at the point guard position, Dusan Ristic at the center position. They're seniors. Dusan is the all-time winningest player in Arizona history. When you think of some of the great players that have played in our program, that's quite a testament. Parker's now second. So they've been involved in a lot of games, so we have some experience as well. But, DeAndre, he stands out because I haven't seen a player like him. And I think he's the best. He does it on defense. He does it on offense. As his coach, he does it every day in practice. He has an energy and a smile about him that makes him fun to be around. He's exceptional. And, I hope this tournament gets a chance to see him at his best. If you watch the Pac-12 tournament, you watched a player play at a level that you won't see very often. Well, the key is for us to get both guys playing well in the same game. I think that's when we're really tough to deal with. Alonzo can do a lot of different things offensively. He's not one-dimensional. He's a high free throw attempt player, gets fouled a lot, shoots a high percentage from 3, clutch at the end of games, and he has over 100 assists, which is I think the biggest improvement that he's made from the time he's walked in the door to now. With DeAndre, he can score a number of ways as well. He doesn't score just in the low post. He's averaging, I think, over 5 or 6 offensive rebounds a game over the last maybe 5 or 6 games. Makes free throws, gets fouled. So, for us, it's just a matter of playing team basketball, being unselfish. And I think those 2 guys, they have a way of scoring. You don't have to call their number for them to score. They're going to score as long as we're an efficient, unselfish team. And both of those players are very unselfish.
All right. Thank you, Coach.